Hey everybody, welcome back to another video with Gem Mint Masters. Today we have a PSA pre-submission sneak peek. Haven't done, or at least it feels like I haven't done one of these in a while. Definitely been kind of saving up on this one for quite some time, but yeah, I'm really excited about this order. Got a bunch of Michael Jordans as usual, but got a lot of other stuff in here this time too. I did a video, I guess a couple of videos actually recently around a product that I just think is just kind of under the radar and is available for purchase now. And I've encouraged everybody to buy them, and I would still say go out and get them because I think they're probably still going to be available when you see these. But once you see what I've got in this order, I think you'll understand kind of the why I love this product so much. But anyway, let's go ahead and just get into it. Like I said, a lot of Michael Jordans as usual. Yeah, so starting it off, we've got a 1995, I believe. This is 1995 finest Michael Jordan. This is a really hard one to find centered. I had bought a lot recently, and I wasn't actually even going to submit this one, but as I have with, I think, every finest Jordan that I've purchased, I peeled the cover off, and it looked really good, so I'm going to be sending this one. A lot of value in the finest, the Topps finest Michael Jordans. There's probably like 3 or 4, maybe 5 years in a row. And the older they are, the more valuable they get. The 93 is the most valuable, and then 94, that's 95, so kind of just right after that. Super cool card. Love me some finest Michael Jordans. I got a couple of this card right here. Fleer Ultra 1993-94 famous nicknames Air Jordan here. You can see this is a $20 to $30 card. I picked this up from somebody recently that I bought a bunch of Jordan cards off of, and these look really good, so I'm definitely excited. I don't know about a 10, but I think high grade potential on these. Even in like a 7 or an 8, these are still a valuable card, so I'm starting to kind of get more, or gravitate more toward cards like this, because I know that there's a huge kind of swing for potential, and a huge buffer to make your money back when buying cards like this. You know, $20 card, let's say, PSA 8, you're still making money. PSA 7, potentially breaking even. But on the lower end stuff, if you haven't seen my video series yet, you'll see that is a tough game, a very tough game. But I don't care what they say. It's fun to grade any kind of Michael Jordan cards. So here you go. 2 of those famous nicknames. I got kind of a random card just thrown in the middle here. Ken Griffey Jr., SP Superstars, SP Authentic. Let's see what year, 2001. So I bought a box of cards off somebody off Facebook recently for $100. It was literally all numbered baseball cards from the 90s. I couldn't believe it when I saw it. I didn't even really put a lot of thought into it. I just bought it. Since then, I've pretty much sold off a lot, and then I'm actually keeping some of this stuff, some of the bigger star names like Bonds, Gwynn, Maddox. There's a lot of 90s numbered stuff of all those guys, Derek Jeter. It was crazy, but this is the only one I'm going to be subbing. I just want to test it out. We got a Griffey Jr. out of 1250 here, kind of an odd numbering sequence, but super cool. Ken Griffey Jr. has a great market. Might be something I keep, might be something I sell, not really sure. But that one looked really good, so I'm going to go ahead and send that one. We got 2 more Michael Jordans. We got the center stage here, 2 of these, 93 Skybox, I think. Again, really good-looking copies, maybe not 10s, but this is a really hard card to gem and super valuable as the grades go up. So I definitely like the potential of these, of getting kind of a higher-end grade, you know, 7 or 8. Which again, they do carry some nice value. And I think I paid about $10 each for these, which I thought was a steal, because usually those are, you know, go for quite a bit more than that. Next one here. I actually picked this up at my local card shop. I was in there recently. I don't go in very often, but I saw this. This is kind of an obscure Michael Jordan Top Flight Topps card. These came in the jumbo packs back in the day. It looks really nice, actually. What year is this? 95. I think you got like 1 per jumbo of this Top Flight insert, so not exactly easy to get, but not super hard to get either. But the centering is great on this too, so I just thought this was a pretty nice one. I think I paid about $25 for that one. And again, this is another one where you've got a nice buffer, and even in like a PSA 8 or something like that. I'm going to throw these next 2 cards up here together. I actually found these on a rip I did recently. These are the NBA Hoops 1989 Hoops Superstars. They are not yellow from fading in the sun. They are just plain old yellow because that's what the set was. Very strange, but this is the only year they ever did it yellow like this. They did another one, I think, the next year, and it was kind of like a silver. But I got a Michael Jordan and a Larry Bird, 2 really nice looking copies. I opened 3 sets, got 3 of each of these, and I'm only subbing these 2. And there were a whole bunch of David Robinsons in there too, but I wasn't really happy with the condition. And when I say condition, I really just mean centering, because the condition is great on all these. So excited to see what those come back. I think that Jordan, actually, that's like a $400 card in a PSA 10. So that's pretty cool. All right, next one here, another kind of random one. This is kind of back to my random mix of cards. I picked this up in just a very small lot on Facebook recently. Somebody was selling me some stuff. I put a message out there that I buy cards, and I get a lot of people saying they've got stuff from time to time, and this was kind of a cool one. It's a LeBron, what brand is it? Prestige 2015, 2016. Franchise favorites, numbered to 99. It's the checkerboard. Not a ton of these out there, to be honest. Kind of a lower pop count, and there's not a lot of sales history. I just thought it was kind of cool. It's in the Cavs uniform too, so that one I think will be pretty cool. Didn't pay a ton for that either, so I'm really excited about that. All right, these next 2 here, I got to kind of keep these cards in order, but I'll kind of allude to where I'm getting at with these. We got Caleb Williams Hollow Optic Preview cards. Did a few rips recently, and this is the product I was talking about at the beginning. You can buy these packs. They come with the hobby sets, the Donruss hobby sets, not the retail sets. But in the shrink wrap, there is a pack that sits on top of the box, and it has 5 Optic Hollow Preview cards in it. Back in previous years, they did a Hyper Parallel, and they also did the Optic Preview. This year, it looks like they've only done the Optic Preview. When I say this year, I mean 2024. Looks like they've only done the Optic Preview. So somebody is breaking up these sets, selling these packs by themselves. Absolute steal in my mind. Super high floor on these. We did 13 packs, and we pulled 2 Caleb Williams. So I'm definitely not complaining about that. And you'll see the rest of the cards shortly in this submission. All right, next one here. Michael Jordan Stadium Club Shining Moments. It's kind of like a subset card. Yeah, you'll see in the numbering SM2. So this is one I just really like the look of it. Kind of an older Stadium Club, 95 or so. Pretty solid condition card. Paid about $5 for it. Just another one kind of throw in the mix of Jordans to grade. Not high end, not low end, kind of lower middle, maybe I would say, on something like this, but these are really cool cards to have slabbed, in my opinion. Next one here kind of fits in the same category, Skybox Premium. This was the year where they had the Star Rubies. So if you buy boxes of this stuff, these cards are expensive, but you can get these Jordans for, $7 to $10 a piece. And for some reason, I don't know why, but this particular set, a lot of the ones I've seen, great condition. I think I got this one for like $6. So if you're looking for kind of some lower end Jordans that not only are kind of cheap to buy, but when graded can, produce $300 to $400, this is a great example of that. So there you go. All right, now we're gonna have another run of these Optic Hollow Previews. Got Malik Neighbors here. So again, out of 13 packs, count them up here. I think we probably got about 13 cards we're submitting in here. So Malik Neighbors, another cool one. Marvin Harrison Jr., we got 2 of him. I think, again, we pulled pretty much every big name out of these. The set, I believe, is about 100 cards. So, if you do the math, you buy 20 of these packs, you're basically going to get everybody. We got doubles of a few. Marvin Harrison, Caleb Williams. So really excited about that. So that's 5 so far. And then we've got a little bit of run of other stuff, and then we'll end on some more of those. Next one here, this is kind of a random card I picked up off Facebook. This is kind of like a color match, I was thinking, but instead of yellow, it's orange. So it's the Puka Nacua 2023 Select blue and orange parallel out of 35. Super low on this one, and I think I paid like $35 for it, 40 maybe. Not a lot of comps out there, but I just see a lot of potential for a low numbered card like this, and Puka's getting a lot of hype already this preseason, so definitely excited about him. All right, next one here, we got a card that I picked up at a card show this last weekend. This guy was actually selling the whole set of this end-to-end. It's Fleer, kind of a lower end set. I think it had like 15 cards in it. The Jordan was on top, looked really good. Super expensive card in a PSA 10. Even though it's a low end and you can pick them up for $5, again, it's a great example like that Skybox I was talking about earlier. Not the easiest card to find, but if you can find them, they just don't sell for a lot. And if you can find them in good condition like this one, man, I'm buying that stuff all day. So I bought a whole bunch of stuff off this guy. So I think, again, I ended up getting that. I kind of figuring my cost on that is probably about 10 or 15 bucks, which is not bad at all. Also picked this up from the same guy. This is the Skybox EXL. What year is this? 1996, and it's the blue. So they made a black and they made a blue version. So this is the blue. You can kind of see it. It's like a somewhat darker blue. The black is, you can see the difference when they're side by side, but this is the more rare of the two. And man, this thing looks good. So he had this thing in a top loader in the little, I bought, again, the whole set, 100 card set of this for, I think, like 25 bucks. I could not pass up that deal. So, and this one looked so good. I have high hopes for this one. Alrighty, so let's finish off on the Optic Holo previews. We got the big one here, Jayden Daniels. Super excited about that. So again, those packs, man, you really can't miss. This is the one I'm most excited about. This thing looks amazing, along with these other two, JJ McCarthy. So I think we pulled McCarthy, Jayden Daniels, and 2 Caleb Williams out of 13 packs. So those 4 out of 13. And you probably, that's cost of a couple mega boxes. So man, it just, again, you can't go wrong. And then last card in the submission, Ladd McConkey. So one of the better receivers from last year's class, had a monster year, should be, again, the go-to guy. Probably the lowest end one of the bunch, but still that should be saying something, how good that class was. This one still should have some good value in a PSA 10. So, all right, there we go. Kind of steering away from my only Michael Jordan grading and getting back into some of my other bread and butter stuff. Mentally, for me, I gotta say, if I only graded Michael Jordan cards, I'd go nuts. I can only look at so many 8s and 7s and 9s before getting any 10s. But either way, I love grading. I love submitting cards, raw to grade. So I'm very excited about this order. Quite a variety we've got in here. So thanks again for joining me. Drop a like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you guys on the next one.